have a look at this QR code from one of my friends in Shanghai, China. Now, this is a QR code that basically every single person needs if you are in Shanghai. It does not matter if you are a Chinese citizen, a foreigner, a visitor, a resident. It doesn't matter. If you are in China, you will need to have a QR code to basically enter any single building. You can see by this, there's essentially two colors, either a green or a red. And if you have a red, that means that you have been infected with COVID, or for instance, you've just traveled into the country and you haven't completed your 14-day quarantine. Now, this is a really interesting system because what it does is it allows it to track everybody's health, and seemingly wherever you go in Shanghai, you have that QR code scanned, and therefore you have a record. And this is scanned everywhere. This is if you're going to a convenience store, to the library, to the grocery store, to a restaurant, any single place or building, you will have to have your QR code scanned. Now, this system has been proven very effective because if someone has COVID-19 at a convenience store, for example, and they know it was Tuesday at 2 p.m., they can then go online and see who else was in that store at that time. You can then send messages to those people that were at that store at that potential time, telling them there's a potential that they could be infected, they can quarantine, and you can essentially stop the spread. Now, this has been a very effective reason why countries in Asia have gotten ahead of the curve. But can you imagine if we tried this system in the United States of America? Everybody would say, whoa, 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 absolutely not. You are violating my freedom. I am an American. I can go wherever I want. You will not be able to track me. It doesn't matter if this is for the health of other people or for the country or for the society. It's all about my rights and it's about my freedom. And again, this is my main point with this video, the love of freedom and the value that is the true American value. This is why America is really struggling with COVID-19. Now, we're going to conclude this video by me simply explaining that if we were going to get through this time. Now, again, I'm American. I'm also a father. I have kids. I want my kids to go back to school. I want businesses to be reopened up. We have right now 40 million Americans that are unemployed. We are looking at potentially 28 million Americans facing eviction from their home because they're not going to be able to afford the mortgage payments right now. America is in a disaster crisis right now, and we need to do what we can do to help stop the spread. Now, it doesn't matter if you think that wearing a facial mask is not important. I've heard so many nonsense excuses. Wearing a facial mask, doesn't allow you to breathe in oxygen. You're breathing in bad air. You're breathing in carbon monoxide. All of this is nonsense. Take a look at this graph just so you understand. And you can see by this, 90% risk of transmission if both people are not wearing a facial mask. You can see if you just wear your facial mask, you have reduced that by 2/3. And again, if both of you are wearing a facial mask, keeping your social distance apart, it is 0% risk of transmitting, and we will be able to stop the spread. So again, if you're still wondering if facial masks work, have a look at this graph. They're going to make it even more simple for you to understand. And this is called the urine test. If we all run around naked and someone pees on you, you're going to get wet right away. But if you're wearing pants, only some of you are going to get wet. And if both people are wearing pants, only the person that pees on them is going to get urine on their leg. I know it's funny. I know it's ridiculous. But I think what we need to do is we need to wear facial masks. And I want people to realize, look, I know that COVID-19 is not some crazy, ridiculous virus that's instantly going to kill you. The vast majority of people do recover from COVID. However, it is a very strange disease because we've also seen people my age in their 30s in great health get COVID and die, or simply have an extremely long recovery. We've also seen people be asymptomatic. We've seen people that are in their 70s or 80s recover after a week or two. So it's very interesting how we just don't really know a lot about this disease. And I think what we need to do in America right now, we need to get back on track. We need to realize that if, like it or not, we're going to have to get these numbers down if we're going to want the economy reopened. So if that is truly what you want, do your part, wear a mask, and let's make sure that we can get America back to normal. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching this video to this point. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, drop me a comment down below. Love hearing from you guys and can't wait to share you more insights from China and my travels around the world. Thank you everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.
你好，如果你喜欢我 B 站视频，你可以给我评论3连我，感谢你们的兴趣，感谢你们的支持，感谢你们的观看，我们下次再见。